I'm Ronnie. All the good names are taken podcast. 31 days. Today, real quick review. We're talking The Fly 2 from 1989. I guess there's two ways to think about this movie. A lot of people think this movie sucks. Some people think this movie's good just because of the effects and it's got that great B movie quality. Everybody knows that the original Fly with Jeff Goldblum and Gina Davis is a classic. It was a great movie. So when you bring out part two, and your cast is Daphne Zuniga, whatever her name is, from Spaceballs, and Eric Stoltz from Back to the Future, some people are going to be skeptical. But I guess back in the 80s, they really didn't care who was in the movie. They were just excited to be getting another horror movie. So we probably should take note right now and be more like they were in 1989. This movie picks up like 8 or 9 months after the ending of the original with what is supposed to be Gina Davis giving birth to a maggot, and she dies during the birth. It's not Gina Davis, by the way. It's somebody else. So it begs the question, why not just show a random woman giving birth and then later tell us it was Gina Davis's character from the original Fly? That way we don't have to look at a brand new actress that's supposed to be Gina Davis. Now I've confused myself. Anyway, she gives birth to a maggot, and then they cut open the maggot, and there's a human baby inside. So the whole story of this movie is the baby, Martin, in this, I don't want to say lab, but they're in like this experimental lab, and Martin grows way faster than a human should. At the age of 3, he looks like a 10-year-old. At the age of 5, he looks 25. The main bad guy in this movie, what's this old bastard's name? Lee Richardson. He plays Anton Bartok in this movie. He's like the big bad. He plays a semi-father figure to Martin in this movie, and he lets him know, hey, you've got this rapid aging disease. Your dad had it too, and that your real father had it too, and that's the reason he passed away. What really this guy is trying to do is DNA research on this half fly, half human. This research facility has brought back Jeff Goldblum's telepods from the first one, and they're trying to figure out his technology and how to get them to work. So they enlist Martin to try to finish his father's work, and he successfully does that. But before all this happened, they show the scientists trying to perfect or recreate Jeff Goldblum's technology. The dogs that they send through are all disfigured and become monsters, and the same for all the other animals. There's a really brutal scene in this movie where Martin has to put down one of the dogs that he befriended early on that is now like chained up in this enclosed area, and it's just disfigured and a monster from the failed teleportation device, and he has to smother the dog and put it out of its misery. Along the way, Daphne Zuniga, who works somewhere in the facility, decides she's going to start this freak, and they film it and show it to her and fire her. The effects in this movie, are they better than the first one? I think the transformation of Jeff Goldblum into the Fly in the first movie was amazing. I don't think that the transformation from Eric Stoltz into the Fly is all that terrible. It's just, we've seen it before, and it's a different way that he transforms. At the end, I sort of like the finished product of what Eric Stoltz looks like as the Fly when he's attacking everybody in this facility, and the cool way he's shooting acid into the face of the bad guys, because in this movie he doesn't kill anybody that doesn't deserve to die, if that makes sense. Like in the original, Jeff Goldblum is like ripping people's arms off in arm wrestling contests and trying to kill this person and trying to kill that person. He sort of goes mad. In this one, he's sort of just killing the people that are mean. He does discover before the transformation a way that he could cure himself, which is to take another human with him through the telepods, thus transferring their full human DNA into him and his fly DNA into that other person. And of course, at the end of the movie, after he's killed a few people, he takes the bad guy, the main bad guy, into the telepod with him, and he comes out the other end, and we get the cop-out ending where he is now human. I guess we're all supposed to cheer that Bartok, who's the main bad guy, gets his comeuppance at the very end. That's it. That's The Fly 2. Eric Stoltz is a weirdo. Daphne Zuniga, I always got her and Justine Bateman mixed up. I think Daphne Zuniga was in that movie with Cusack, A Sure Thing. That was a great movie. That's the movie I should have talked about today. Guys, October the 26th, 5 more days. See ya.